Okay, how many degrees are there in a triangle? Just as a quick review. Well, let's look at this line over here where we have a horizontal line and a vertical line. Horizontal and vertical lines intersect at a 90-degree angle. Well, if this is 90 degrees, that means this right angle over here is also 90 degrees. That means on that straight line, these two angles add up to 180 degrees. Can you see that? That this angle right here and this angle right here, but they sit on a straight line. So that's called a straight angle. The measure of a straight angle is 180 degrees. Okay, so now we're going to take that idea that we know now that a straight angle is, let me try to, there we go. But let's say I broke that straight angle up into 3 parts. And I took this segment right here and I fold it and I bend it upwards. And then I take, say, this segment right here and I fold it upwards. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this very well, but it might meet, it might be more like this. There we go. Well, that straight line that's 180 degrees has now made a triangle. All triangles have 180 degrees within them. Okay, so knowing that, we have this theorem, angle sum theorem of a triangle. And it just says that if you had an angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 3, let's name these 1, 2, and 3, they're going to add up to a measure of 180 degrees. Because if you unfolded that, they would create a straight line. Well, in this case, B is one of the angles. Angle 2 is 91 degrees. Angle 3 is 28 degrees. Well, we can add these two things together. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. So the measure of angle B in degrees plus 119 degrees is 180. Well, the only thing we have to do is subtract 119 from both sides, because that will give us what the measure of angle B in degrees is. So I'm going to borrow from there. The measure of angle B is 61 degrees. Now, let's say for a second we didn't know any of that. Let's call this x, let's call this 3x, and let's call this x plus 5. Well, we still know, I'm going to change colors now. We still know that, and all of these are in degrees. All right. So we still know that x in degrees plus 3x in degrees plus x plus 5 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. Then we can also just count. Whoops, not by doing that. We have 1x, we have 3 x's, and we have one other x. So we now have 5x in degrees plus that 5 degrees. Well, we need to get the x's by themselves. So to cancel that add 5 degrees, we're going to subtract 5 degrees. That gives us 5x is equal to 175. So to cancel multiplying 5, we're going to divide both sides by 5. So that means x in degrees, 5 goes into 17 3 times, carry the 2, 5 goes into 25 5 times. So that means this degree, this angle is 35 degrees. I think I'm off a bit. 3 times 35, this angle is 105 degrees. This is not drawn to scale. This is definitely not drawn to scale. And 35 plus 5, this angle is 40 degrees. All right, that's it for this one.